segment of the show, and it's time to talk about another very, 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 very important topic in our everyday life. We're talking about the winning mentality. The winning mentality, the never say die mentality, that strong mentality that helps you grow, that helps you achieve greater things. Before we come to the studio to share our own thoughts, let's just watch this clip, a teaching from Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is late, but his works still remain. Enjoy.
Legend.
Today, I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. No big deal. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out of Reed College after the first 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months or so before I really quit. So why'd I drop out? It started before I was born. My biological mother was a young, unwed graduate student, and she decided to put me up for adoption. This was the start in my life. And 17 years later, I did go to college. But I naively chose a college that was almost as expensive as Stanford. And all of my working class parents' savings were being spent on my college tuition. After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out. And here I was, spending all of the money my parents had saved their entire life. So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. It wasn't all romantic. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy food with. But 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me. And we designed it all into the Mac. It was the first computer with beautiful typography. If I had never dropped in on that single course in college, the Mac would have never had multiple typefaces or proportionally spaced fonts. And since Windows just copied the Mac, it's likely that no personal computer would have them. If I had never dropped out, I would have never dropped in on that calligraphy class, and personal computers might not have the wonderful typography that they do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path. And that will make all the difference.
Wow. You don't need a better motivation. You don't need a better inspiration as far as I'm concerned. The words of Steve Jobs are a story for me, exemplify perseverance, exemplify doggedness. He passed on 10 years ago, but you want to say his legacy remains. Steve Jobs happens to be the founder and CEO of Apple, was also into a couple of other businesses, own a couple of other companies, sits in various boards of multinationals, and you want to say, so continue to rest, he has been able to leave a legacy. Sophie, the story of Steve Jobs, I think we should be able to draw some form of courage and draw some level of understanding to go about daily lives.
Yes. It won't have been easy for Steve Jobs, you know. He went through the process. He made sure he stayed consistent. He made sure he was there. He did not give up. I'm pretty sure that a whole lot of people must have discouraged him throughout his time getting to where he got to. But because of he has that winning mentality, he had it in mind that he wants to go somewhere. He has somewhere he's going to, and he must win. He stayed consistently, and now he's a legend. So this is something that you guys should learn from. You need to learn this. Consistency, stability, mindset. Your mindset is very, very important. Make sure you mix with people that will help you grow your mindset and your IQ, obviously. Yes.
Yeah.
And so this is
absolutely the winning mentality. You must be dogged. You must understand that nothing will be given to you on a platter. You must work for everything. Like some of us have over the years, we got to where we are today. We're not practically there yet, but the way we got here, we should be able to sit back and tell you our story. It is not because one person just brought us and said, okay, you guys, you've suffered enough, come and be this. No, we worked ourselves out, we went through the rigors, and today the story is out there to truly tell. So what are you waiting for? What are those excuses you want to give? Be it you want to start a business, you have a career path you want to follow, it won't happen overnight. Keep working, keep working. Success definitely will come at the end of the day.
Yes.
Sophie, we've spent an amazing time on the show once more.
I enjoyed my time on the show. As always, it is one of the best shows. And I'm happy to be here with you guys. I'm happy to be in this place today.
Definitely. Remember, we would always be here for you and also serve you the best of entertainment on family platform. You can also check us up on our YouTube page, Sportsville. Just go to the Sportsville YouTube page and just search family platform, and the content will be out there for you to also get to see again. Maybe an episode you've missed, you can also check it out via the Sportsville YouTube page. It is family platform. With me in the studio has been Sophie. Remember that my name is Matthew Okugbe. Sophie, we'll do it again next time, hopefully.
Of course, yes, we'll do it again next time.